Navalny's story tell us about Vladimir Putin, the Russian regime, as we watch this war that they started?
Well, I think it's a pretty good prequel, and it explains a lot. Actually, it gives this film gives a lot of context, and it kind of explains how we ended up at this point in time where Putin is invading countries and killing people, and kind of gets away with it.
And you've been keeping the Anti-Corruption Foundation running since Navalny was arrested. And so why is it important to keep this work going? How hard is it?
Well, it's not only me, of course, it's me and dozens of other people who work with us. It's a matter of principle for us, in a way, to just continue our work, despite the fact that Alexei is in prison. Because this is exactly what Putin wanted to happen. Putin wanted to imprison Navalny and destroy his work, stop our investigations, stop our political work, stop everything. And for us, it's a matter of principle to show him, to show Vladimir Putin and whoever is responsible for this, that this is not going to work, that we're going to continue our work and we're going to work harder and more than we did before. And we intend to keep going as long as it takes.
Again, you are the head of investigations at this foundation. So what have you uncovered recently?
Well, one of the, this month we've done two. There was an investigation that we did about Putin's yacht, Scheherazade. It's a yacht parked somewhere in Italy, and it has no owner. I think it's 11th or 12th most expensive yacht in the world, and no one knows who it belongs to. So in our investigation, we proved that it belongs to Vladimir Putin. And last week, we published an investigation about Valery Gergiev, a Russian conductor, a classical musician who's very famous, who's a frequent guest at the places like the Metropolitan Opera, at the Grand Opera, at the Covent Garden Opera. And he is not only a very famous musician, but also a very prominent supporter of Putin and Putin's war. So we did a big investigation into how Valery Gergiev gets paid for publicly whitewashing Putin abroad.
And so, Maria, back to Navalny, he was recently sentenced to more time in prison. And so what do you think the future holds for him? Will he be able to get out of this prison?
I think that these numbers mean nothing. He can be sentenced to 9 years, to 99 years, to 900 years. It is literally meaningless. Navalny's case is purely political. Vladimir Putin decided to throw him into jail indefinitely. So as many people say, Navalny's sentence essentially is a life sentence. The question is whose life it's going to be. I'm pretty sure that Navalny is going to stay in prison probably until Putin leaves the office, until Putin is removed from power. So our job, our mission is to make sure that this day comes as quickly as possible and Alexei is out of prison as soon as possible.
Of course, we expect to learn in this documentary what Navalny's vision is for Russia, what he imagined the future will be. Do you expect that that Russia will ever come to fruition?
Absolutely. That's the plan. That's what we are working for many years. And please agree, it would be strange if we did something for a decade and didn't believe in it, and we didn't believe that it was possible. I am convinced that the so-called beautiful Russia of the future, this is how Alexei refers to it, it is indeed possible, it is achievable and obtainable. And yes, it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of work to make sure that it materializes, but there are so many people, so many Russians who are willing to do this work, who are willing to risk their life, their careers, their everything, just to make sure that Russia one day becomes a free and democratic country.